And he's going to hear that when he gets back
absolutely.
to the bench.
Just think if there's a power play goal, too. Even worse.
All right, so he goes off, and the gold team to the man advantage. They're first of the game. Now Wes Scott comes free. I think Norkovicus, he's so used to seeing Wes Scott coming towards him that he started to defend that, not realizing that he was his own teammate. He kind of got down like he was waiting for Scott to maybe shoot that puck. And Norkovicus holds on. Again, though, Nate Norkovicus, his 4th All-Star game. Not a lot of guys can make that claim through the history of the PIHL, and he is one of them. And what a talented goaltender he has been. Has taken his team to the championship 2 straight years. Unfortunately for Carrick, they have fallen by 5-2 finals in both of those championship games. 2 years ago to Meadville, and last year, as Rob mentioned earlier, to Beaver.
Now, my question is, you usually try to figure out right before the game the line combinations in these All-Star games. Does anybody ever go over special teams? All right, you and you are going to go out on the power play, and then you and you on a penalty kill, but... Yeah. Or is it just you run down the bench and say, all right, you're fresh, go? I
don't think there's time for that. I was talking to the coaches, and there was one of the players, I'm not positive who it was, is this one's at the side of the net, rebound attempt. Oh, Norkovicus, did he save that?
No.
They called a goal. It looked like it popped up off the inside of the goal and will go in, and then Norkovicus, as it came back down, got a glove on it and tried to say that he made the save, but they're not going to buy that. That puck looked like it would hit the top of the net and came down. And look at Norkovicus. He's appealing to his bench. He's saying, let's throw the challenge flag here.
By the way, that's a power play goal.
That is a power play goal, yeah.
When's the last time you saw that in an All-Star game?
Coming back over to the bench is Bryce Schuler. Not sure who's going to get credit with that. That one hit a couple sticks on the way through, so we'll wait for the official call here. They are announcing these from one side of the rink, but it's being reported at the other side, so there's somewhat of a delay. They have a walkie-talkie system, I believe, to get it from one side to the other.
I have to go review the tape on that one, to be honest. Ooh.
Oh, Norkovicus comes back with the glove this time as he stops Cody Pasilla, who let go of a good shot. Oh, it was a little angry looking from Norkovicus.
He stepped the wrist a little bit at the end of that one for a little flare.
And that's, having seen Carrick a number of times throughout the year, that's probably Norkovicus' strength, is his glove. It's a terrific glove. I mean, you look at the save percentage on the year, .935. That's a tremendous mark. Cameron Drake will get the goal out of Central Valley. Coming back, another opportunity for Pasilla coming through.
So Steinley and Zalonka pick up the helpers. Steinley and Zalonka each have 2 points now. Look at this, tic-tac-toe.
Look at this, coming free, and no, not able to finish was Sarankowski as he was trying to beat his goaltender, Cam Witkowski. So Cameron Drake with the goal. He has 2 points. Sean Steinley with a goal and an assist. And Dylan Zalonka with 2 assists in this one. And how about the players from Olsh? We have Tyler Sarankowski, Mark Zukowski, and the goaltender, Cam Witkowski. And they have at least one more Owski on their team. I can't remember his name, but he's been an all-star in the past as well. So this Wasenkowski, it might be. Sokolski takes it away. Sokolski lets go of a low shot, trying to beat his teammate Norkovicus, and he lost an edge, comes free in front. Norkovicus is going to put the paddle on it as the gold team has made it 3-1 here in period 2 of the D2 All-Star game. Nice crowd on hand here, as there'll be a lot of folks streaming in and out of this complex throughout the day. Busy Sunday here in Harmarville.
Nice to have this on a Sunday, too. A little bit more relaxed. Able to have one last thing to do before the week starts.
There's the one at the side of the net. Did it go? Oh! At the side of the cage, and look who it is. Oh, my. It is Sokolski, and he points it again at Norkovicus. And
Norkovicus got a smirk under that mask, Alan.
And the look on his coach's face on the bench says a lot. He went and scored that goal and pointed right at his teammate Norkovicus yet again. He said, I got you this time. I told you I would.
He's a man of his word. Maybe he can give me the Powerball numbers, too.
Oh, man. That's great. He called it. Here's Quentin Smith, lets one go. It's now 4-1, Gold team in the lead here in the All-Star game. Unassisted goals. So Jake Sokolski now with a couple.
How about that? 2 goals in 11 seconds for the Gold team.
Oh, that's terrific.
It's going to be tough getting our Chatham University 3 stars of the game in order here.
Coming back the other way. Good-looking shot on by Tyler Stewart again, but the save made by Cam Witkowski.
Only 2 shots here in the second period for Team Black. It looked like Team Black had the edge for the first several minutes here in the first period, and then Team Gold was able to rumble back and tie the game and then take the lead. All because of Sokolski. It's definitely in contention for maybe a number 1 star, depending on how the rest of this game turns out. But we still got a lot of time left.
Oh, I still have a feeling we're going to see a great many goals the rest of this one.
It'd be fun if they had a chance to do, just a 5-player shootout. Just at the end of the game, just for the heck of it.
Here is, along those lines, if the game goes to overtime, instead of regular PIHL overtime rules, it will be a 3-on-3 overtime. It's a great chance here by Kelly Tyndall from the left side, nearly went in. Now a shot back on and a rebound, and they score. It is Darren Smith from Kennedy Catholic that'll get the goal on the rebound, and it's 4-2. As I was saying, they will play a 3-on-3 overtime should it get there, and if it's not decided after the 3-on-3 overtime, like the NHL, it will go to a shootout.
Kind of hoping for overtime.
And a little birdie told me that they are using that potentially as an experiment for a league change, a league rule change in the future, where that could be more commonplace, but we'll see. Smith with the goal. Isaac Eubanks with the assist, so another Carrick player getting on the point sheet, and Darren Smith representing Kennedy Catholic. His coach, Steve Cavelli, doesn't like seeing that goal go in because it's against him, but nevertheless, I'm sure he's proud of Darren for the goal. Steve's quite a guy. Had a chance to talk to Steve Cavelli before the game. He's 100 miles a minute. He can really chat, and great guys, done a great job. They brought that program in and assembled it in a hurry last year. Struggled a bit last year, but showed some good things late in the year. And now this year, they have gotten worlds better. Here's Cameron Drake with it over to Steinley on the far side. Steinley looked like he maybe lost an edge. Good to see him get back up. Kind of an odd-looking fall there. And now Steve Kendrich from GCC takes it. Off to Cameron Drake. Drake off to Steinley towards the net in front. Good chance by Piazzatelli. Then he turns and fires one through the net mouth again, and that one went just wide. Outlet coming up ahead is Kendrich. Kendrich with it on the left side. Waits and fires, and that one goes wide. Turning shot by Wes Scott. That one caroms to the near side corner to Ryan Brown. Brown through the slot, and that one will go free. And then a big slapper from the right side by Mark Sikowski. Again, these Olsh guys, they're trying to score on Cam Witkowski. That's bragging rights for practice going forward. Here's Steinley down the middle. Got a shot on, but Norkovicus makes the save and holds on with 10:41 to play here in the second.
I see a lot of the Meadville players rolling out. Does Meadville have nicknames on the back of their jerseys? I'm looking here, and I see Tyler. No, check that. Who is that? That's Jeff Millen. Jeff Millen, it says the mayor at the bottom of his jersey. You can't see the other Meadville players because those shirts are tucked in on the back, but check out Millen the next time he's on the ice.
Turning shot by Cody Pasilla from Meadville. I've seen that before on Meadville's jerseys, and I know that there's a story behind it, and I'm not positive what that story is right now off the top of my head. Here's Ryan Brown. Brown behind the cage, bounces one, carrying it off the boards out to Zukowski. And now Brown. Brown over to Cagle. Cagle lets a shot go. That hits a stick on the way through, stolen by Pasilla. Tried to get it up ahead to Hickey. The EF jerseys and the Meadville jerseys are somewhat similar. Now Wes Scott comes free, looking for his second goal, and he has it. Ooh, that was nasty upper corner. Just buried it by Witkowski as Wes Scott is on the board yet again. It's 4-3.
Top shelf where Mama keeps the cookies. Not quite barred down, but fit into that corner pretty good, pretty snug.
Looked like Witkowski maybe got a glove on it, but then it tipped off the glove and up and down and into the net. So 4-3 as Tyler Stewart comes free with it. He turns and fires one. That's off the glove of Witkowski. Then flew just high and over the bar. With it is Millen behind the cage. Millen on the backhand will turn over to Stewart. The two 16s out there. Now Millen a shot.
Scorer number 27, Wesley Scott.
It is Scott's second.
With assist to number 70, Ryan Brown.
Brown his second assist.
56 remaining in the second period. Scott from Brown.
It's a repeat of what we saw in the first period. Brown had the assist from Scott.
Ooh, good little move here. Getting free with it was Matt Hickey, and it's stolen away. Hickey with the long hair flowing. On the right side, Nick France. France going to put on the brakes, goes around Hickey. Nice little move there. Skating in a phone booth here is Nick France. He leads Meadville 26 goals on the year, 47 points as well. Now Hamilton comes free. Here's Max Hamilton out of Kennedy Catholic. Trying to bob and weave his way through traffic. Got upended just a bit. Take it away, and now it comes free. Out to France. Here's France. Maybe had a 2-on-1 for a moment. Goes to the backhand. Now circles behind the cage. France delaying. And takes it all the way back out. He's skating freely here with the puck. Brzezinski couldn't handle it. Got it to France again. Now a shot on by Millen. And that one steered aside. Rickman comes away with it. Nick Rickman out of Elizabeth forward. Played up the ice. Kelly Tyndall couldn't control it. Bryce Schuler up ahead to his teammate. And Tyler Stewart off to Kelly Tyndall. Save made. And coming back free with it is Zelanka. There's Dylan Zelanka out of Burrell. Their leader in assists with 21 to Rosinski. Darren Rosinski, the defenseman, down the lane. Kind of a tall, lanky defenseman from Carrick. And now a whistle blows. I believe we have an offside here. 7:42 to go here in period number 2. Gold team leading 4-3 over the black team. The mayor. Yeah, there's a story behind that. I know I've seen that before. Here's Sokolsky on the turnover, looking for the hat. He tried to beat his goaltender yet again. Now Zelanka has it. Zelanka looking back for Sokolsky. Net is off the moorings as Norkovikas kept it out. And now Norkovikas has a word for Sokolsky. Playing maybe peacemaker there a little bit was Isaac Eubanks, a defenseman from Carrick.
How about Norkovikas there? You see that mare on the back of the jersey for Hoffman. And then you also see here on the bench, Eddie Kaufman for Meadville. It says Griner on the back. Interesting stuff. How about Norkovikas stacking the pads there? You don't see that very often.
Absolutely.
A little old school.
This Meadville team, they play. So while some kids have their PIHL team and then a travel team, Meadville has a PIHL team, and then they also travel with the same group. So they play, like for instance, at this point, like most teams in the PIHL have played 14, 15, 16, maybe 17 games at this point in the season, while Meadville has played, this group has played in the vicinity of over 40 games together this year. Sarenkowski on the back end. That also obviously is a big help for Meadville because the chemistry they grow playing together is really important. Here is Rosinski on the backhand. Yeah, all of a sudden, since Norkovikas came in the net, Rosinski's been trying pretty hard to score goals too for some reason. I don't know why that would be. And that's going to be slapped back down by Kelly Tyndall. Long pass up ahead by Zukowski, looking for the stretch pass to Tyler Wolf. Wolf is going to get in after it. Now Wolf behind the cage, waiting, delaying, and still on the puck. He centers one. It's sticked out of there, and it came free to Nathan Todd. Cross ice. Pyatt got a piece of it, but it comes free to Wolf. Wolf, a slapper from the left circle. That misses. Under 6 to play here in the second.
You talk about Meadville with the continuity of playing all the time. Kind of feel bad for the parents. That's a lot of mileage on the cars.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. This one taken away by Jesse Cagle over in the corner. Now on the right circle, Pyatt to Wolf. Wolf to Lang. Now it's slapped back out of there. Skating with it is Pyatt. Off to Drake. Drake down center of the ice to Piacitelli. Off to Pyatt. Pyatt shot on, hit a knee on the way through, it looked like, and will be covered up by Nate Norkovicus.
Yeah, almost looked like a little bit of a knuckle puck shot there, the way it was bobbing and weaving through the net. But shots even at 21 here with a little bit under 5 minutes to play here in the second period. Of course, we'll get the ice resurfaced after this period of play, and then it'll be a lot of fun after that to see these guys fly back and forth after getting not only a couple periods underneath their legs, but also some continuity and some chemistry with some of their line mates as well.
Absolutely. Middle of the ice, stick to side. Wes Scott going to go after it. Tried to get it out towards Cameron Pyle, the defenseman from Kennedy Catholic. Skating back will be Bryce Schuler. So collected behind his own cage. Steinle, though, intercepted. Pyle couldn't quite control it, but Steve Kendrish takes it. Down the left side, this is France. France, a little do-si-do move, then tried to center as he went with the drag behind himself. And Cameron Drake takes it. Look out, could be a 2-on-1. Drake and Piacitelli. Scott trying to catch up and maybe got a piece of it, but it went just wide, and now Wes Scott takes it away. He can really fly the forward from EF. This one pops up near the bench. Piacitelli and Pyle. Couple teammates battling each other for it. Now Scott drops it off to Piacitelli. Back to Scott. Or that was Drake, excuse me, at the front. As Cameron Drake nearly finished that one. And now here's France back with it the other way. This thing starting to open up here late in the second period. As it stands, it's 4-3. Here's Pyle with it. Pyle going to shoot one through. Redirect by Scott in front. And the whistle blows.
I think the official might have lost sight of that.
Could be. I'm not
That was
sure.
pretty good vision, though, going cross ice. We're kind of on that line where you can see it. He's able to just saucer it through, and pretty decent save there. A little underrated save by Witowski.
Yeah, absolutely. Shot on, and it's going to hit a stick. Millen was at the side of the net waiting for it. Now a shot back, and Cooper Lagarde let it go. Save made by Witkowski, and giving him the business was Tyler Sarankowski.
I think Witkowski gave it a little bit back, too. I think he stuck his blade out there at the last second as well.
I think that's one of the most interesting parts of the All-Star games, is seeing players from the same team finally get to go after each other. You see them do it in practice, but in a setting like this, it's not as serious as practice, so there's no pressure to really behave, I guess, at times, and it's all in good fun, of course. I mean, the officials know that, too. Coming down the left side is Rosinski. Shot on. Norkovicus the save. On the side of the net, Rosinski back, jamming, and it's covered up by Norkovicus. And then Eubanks pushes Rosinski on top of Norkovicus, and an official has to separate Eubanks and Rosinski, and they're teammates.
When's the last time you saw that? Probably last year at the All-Star game.
That's great. Yeah, if we get a chance to talk to their head coach, Matt Maurice, during the intermission, we're going to have some fun stuff to talk about with these Carrick players out here. Not only are they producing, but they're also jobbing each other pretty good out there as well. Here's Rosinski skating through traffic. And he's been lit alive here in this second period. Now coming back is Jeff Millen. Millen down the left wing, going to go behind the cage, puts on the brakes, waiting for something to develop, and then he's covered up by Quentin Smith and one of his teammates in Barrett Hoffman. And then Hoffman lays, and there's the first check of the All-Star game. And go figure, it's teammate to teammate as Hoffman put down Millen behind the net. This little move by Zelanka coming back the other way. Then he puts on the brakes, gets it off to Hoffman. Hoffman off top, big drive, hit a stick on the way through, and it's going to go just wide of the cage. Now PIHL lets one go, and a save made by Norkovic. But, of course, in a game in which there is very little hard checking, Barrett Hoffman lays a heavy shoulder into Jeff Millen. Hoffman's a guy, too. You look at what he's done this year, 8 goals, 16 assists. He is one of the most highly regarded defensemen in the PIHL. He is an extreme talent at both ends of the ice for the Meadville Bulldogs.
I wonder if Millen knew that check was coming, or if he was just going in lax and then all of a sudden the hammer comes down.
Found out in a hurry. Here's Kelly Tyndall back with it out of Blackhawk. His teammate has a goal and an assist in Sean Steinley. So he's trying to maybe answer. It's James Kelly Tyndall. Out the side of the net. This is turning play by Darren Smith, knocked out of there. Now on the left side, Brown. Good little move there by Devin Brown as he got some open ice. And now Smith takes it away. Smith a low shot, save made by Witkowski. The rebound attempt by Smith is also covered up by Cam Witkowski, the goaltender out of Olsz, with 1:12 to go here in the period.
26-25 shots. So I guess we'll have perhaps the best for last goaltender-wise. We'll see Kaufman in the third period for the gold team, and then on the other side,
Carson Burkhardt
we're
from
see,
Kennedy.
Burkhardt.
Yeah. This one bounces over to the far side where Zakowski takes it. His shot on, saved by Cam Witkowski. Witkowski's done a nice job in the period. He's seen a lot of shots. Norkovic is too. I think the goaltenders, oftentimes, like I mentioned, the goaltenders, they kind of get pegged for a lot of goals in these games. I think all 4 goalies have played really respectably here. I mean, this is a 4-3 game. This is not your typical All-Star game, which is up, typically with double-digit scoring for at least one team, if not both.
It's all about pride at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. The goaltenders have been the difference so far. Piasatelli with the takeaway gets it to Drake. Piasatelli, little backhand play. And honestly, I think the quality of hockey's been pretty good here.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty good jump to it. Wolf going to give it off. Right side, back to Wolf, and he scores! Nice little give and go there from Tyler Wolf to Ryan Brown. Brown fell on Wolf again, and what do you know? Another Carrick player with a goal. That is Tyler Wolf, his first point of the game. And a nice setup by Brown. That's Brown's third assist.
Yeah, Brown got a little shove after a play from Sipple, too, on the other side, his fellow teammate. A little jawing back and forth there, but I think Brown gets the bragging rights at that point since his team was able to score and tie this game up. Late here in the second period as well.
Absolutely.
Chance for maybe one more rush.
There's Wolf again, 15 to go in the period as we're even at 4. Brown turning shot, still free. Wolf again. Oh, good save. Getting over by Witkowski to stop Wolf again with 9.3 to go in this tie game, 4-4. 3 straight goals here for the team in black.
Scott and Hickey from Elizabeth forward going after each other. Hickey hit him with a little bit of trip, and Scott had to give him a little whack across his shins right back.
Pyle couldn't get to it, couldn't control it. Pasilla nearly took it away, and then it's going to be backhanded towards the benches as the second period comes to an end. We're all even at 4. Pretty good hockey here between the gold team and the black team in the D2 All-Star game. Some guys mixing it up over the bench. Some Meadville players jawing at each other just a bit. Good to see. And Norkovic and Sokolsky now you see there in the middle of the ice. They're having words for each other as Sokolsky got the better of Norkovic in the period. And we're through 2 periods. 4-4 is the score. It's the D2 champion, or the D2 championship. Not quite. The D2 All-Star game. Championships to come. We'll have those for you on the network in about a month and a half. You're watching it right here on the MSA Sports Network.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Once again, the site to go to for PIHL high school hockey is the MSA Sports Network. Not only can you listen to audio broadcasts online at msasports.net, but once again this year, MSA Sports will video stream 25 live and archived high school hockey games during the regular season, powered by the PIHL, Tribune Review, and Chatham University. Plus, MSA Sports has exclusive broadcast of the Penguins Cup playoffs. Your home for the PIHL is the MSA Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
This is Josh Rowntree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zilmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin.
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show sponsored by Chatham University every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net. Make sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, links to our articles, and much more. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MSA Sports and get in on the conversation with thousands of local sports fans. Follow us on Twitter at MSA Sports and check out our YouTube channel, MSA Sports WPIL, for hundreds of video interviews with local student athletes, game highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
All right, back here at the Alpha Complex in Harmarville. We're through 2 periods. The score is knotted at 4 between the gold team and the black team here in this all-star game. And just a great event. We'll have all 4 games here today, live video streamed at msasports.net through our YouTube channel. You can actually go back and watch these again as well through our YouTube channel, so you can watch all these terrific players going at it here. And what's been, Rob, a very exciting 2 periods of hockey. All-Star games is not quite the intensity maybe of a normal game, but I think so far I've been pretty impressed with the quality of play for guys that have probably never played together for a lot of them.
Definitely outside that line that Meadville's had going back and forth a little bit for the black team. Other than that, it's been basically, a hodgepodge of guys, but a really good job all around. A lot of skill on display. We've seen that a couple times. A lot of good chances in front of net, a lot of good feeds. Seen a lot of saucer passes. You've seen a lot of speed, especially from Tyler Stewart of Burrell. He hasn't ended up on a score sheet yet, but he's going to get there eventually. He's going at about 150% out there as well. I don't know about some of the other guys, but it's interesting to see. You see some guys roughing it up, mixing it up a little bit that you normally wouldn't see. Practice, like you said earlier, in the broadcast, Josh, is a lot more, maybe intense, but a lot more focused. Not able to goof around a whole lot, maybe here and there, but not like you are here in the All-Star game.
Yeah, no question about it. And right now in this game for the black team, Isaac Eubanks with an assist, Wes Scott with 2 goals, Darren Smith a goal, Ryan Brown 3 assists, Tyler Wolf with a goal. And for the gold team, Cameron Drake a goal and assist, Quentin Smith with an assist, Sean Steinley a goal and an assist, Jacob Sokolsky a pair of goals, Dylan Zalanka a couple helpers, and Dalton Piasatelli with an assist as well. You want to run down the scoring, though, overall, the scoring from the first 2 periods?
Sure, we'll give you a little bit of taste of the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary. In the first period, Wes Scott got Team Black on the board with 15:35 to go in the first period. Brown had the assist there. Devin Brown of Ringgold, that is. And then later on in the period with 12:28 to go, Sean Steinley got on the board for the gold team. Cameron Drake with the assist, as well as Will Piasatelli. And then Jake Sokolsky, 2 minutes later, got Team Gold the lead, all thanks to Zalanka, along with Dylan Zalanka, that is, along with Quentin Smith. And then that was all in the first period. Second period, Cameron Drake scored with 14:53 to go. Steinley with the helper that time. Zalanka with his second assist. And then just 11 seconds later, Sokolsky found the back of the net. It was unassisted. And then Team Gold kind of faded a little bit. Team Black was able to take over. Darren Smith with 12:38 to go got Team Black on the board again to make it 4-2. Eubanks with the helper once again. That was Eubanks' first assist, I should say. Isaac Eubanks out of Carrick. And then about 3 minutes later, it was Wes Scott with his second. A repeat of the first goal as Brown had the helper there. And then with 32 seconds to go in the period, Tyler Wolf got on the board and was able to knock this one at 4 even, all thanks to an assist from, once again, Devin Brown.
All right, so they're almost done cutting the ice. We're going to step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll get you the third period here from the Alpha Complex. The D2 All-Star Game is tied at 4 after 2 periods of play right here on the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game-used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins' game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
This is Josh Rowntree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zilmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin.
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show sponsored by Chatham University every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net.
What you want? What you want?
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings of the high school winter sports, plus weekly shows like Inside the WPIHL Wrestling Circle, the PIHL Power Play Show, and the WPIHL Roundball Report, along with live and archive broadcasts of whatever your favorite high school sport is. Anytime, anywhere, always there, every day this winter. It's the MSA Sports Network.
High school.
All right, getting set for period number 3 of the All-Star game. Right now, only one team's made it back out on the ice. Of course, the other team has
a little bit of a
farther of a distance to travel from their locker room, but it is 4-4. Shots are 28-26 in favor now of the black team. The gold team started off pretty solid 4-1 lead, but it's been a nice comeback developing here for Team Black, but a very competitive game. As I think more than anything, it's been really, I think, fun to watch here in this game. Looking at this Division II right now, the standings for when we do get back to meaningful play, it is in Class B, Meadville on top. They, again, are 16-0. They've outscored teams 172-27. And Carrick behind them. Carrick's won 7 games in a row. They have 26 points at 13-4. Osh then at 20 points. Central Valley at 17. Ringgold at 14. Blackhawk at 10. That would be your playoff field from Class B. EF and Morgantown right now with 10 and 3 points. They are outside of the playoff race. EF still, though, a pretty good chance at getting in with a 4-11-2 mark. They'll just need some things to break their way a little bit here down the stretch. In Class C, Kennedy Catholic at 12-1-2 with 26 points. They're the top team out of Class C. Burrell is at 24 points. Trinity at 18. Connellsville 10. Greensburg Central Catholic 3. And John Marshall 3. The only question really at this point with 20 games on the schedule, 6 games left for Trinity. They're 6 points back. Can Trinity come back and overtake Burrell? Otherwise, it's going to be the first round. Burrell at Meadville. Kennedy Catholic at Carrick, and then Blackhawk at Olsh and Ringgold at Central Valley. That would be the playoff field right now, should they hold, and makes for a pretty good, pretty interesting playoff. We talked at the start about those 2 Class C teams, and Kennedy and Burrell, both of which have been, I think, pretty well represented here in this game. They potentially could see the 1 and 2 seeds in Meadville and possibly Carrick in the first round. Those are going to be tough first round games, and it almost in a way benefits you to drop maybe to the 3 spot in a way, because you're probably not going to have as tough as of an opponent, and that's something that the league is actually looking at maybe changing next year, getting rid of B and C and just having everybody play all in one field. That could be a change that is made for next year, and who knows, if this score holds, we could see another potential rule change unfold here today with the possibility of 3-on-3 overtime and a shootout. That could happen here in this one today. So if any All-Star game goes to overtime, there will be 3-on-3 overtime followed by a shootout should it be needed. And that will be a lot of fun to watch, because if the NHL has taught us anything, it's that 3-on-3 hockey is pretty darn unpredictable, if anything.
It's very fun to watch, but very stressful, especially if you have a dog in a fight, I can tell you that. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. And why not, keep everybody – if you're going to have the All-Star game be everybody in Division II, you might as well just, get rid of the B and C division, just have Division II as a whole. And I haven't really sat down and looked at everything, but I might cut down on travel for some of these guys. I mean, you look and you see Meadville in the north, you have Kennedy Catholic in the north, you have Morgantown, you have John Marshall. These schools all over the place. So I mean, it might cut down on a little bit of travel, whether that's north, south, east, west. It'll probably have to be north, south, if anything. But you have that division in the PIHL in general. I mean, you have the Penguins Cup and the Flyers Cup, and then those two teams meet for the states. So, why not do it that way in Division II as well?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Division II doesn't go to the
and that's another thing,
state
too.
championship, and their season ends with the D2 championship, where is in the pure classifications, they will play at RMU this year. I believe that'll be the site for the state championship game. So it's a steal by Sokolsky, drops it back, and it's taken by Wes Scott. Scott looking ahead for Nick France. And this one all the way back down for icing. The two goaltenders in, the final available goaltenders. To our left for the black team, it's Carson Burkhardt from Kennedy Catholic. 8-0-2 is his record this year. 284 goals against and a 904 save percentage. On the right side, it is Eddie Kaufman out of Meadville. He has been tremendous, 16-0. 153 goals against, 903 save percentage, and 5 shutouts on the year. Here's Eubanks off the draw. Came free for a moment to France, who let one fly high. And this one will be steered aside back into the corner. And taking it is Jeff Millen. Kaufman is the D2 leader in wins, goals against, and shutouts. Again, right now averaging a shutout every third game that he plays.
Well, it's hard to believe on the other end, too, for Burkhardt that he doesn't have a shutout yet this season.
Yeah, his numbers have been terrific.
I mean, obviously, you'd like to have the 339 goals against average down a little bit, but, when you have 8 wins, I guess it shows the testament of how good the offense can be.
Yeah. Turning shot coming through. Sokolsky going to track it down in the corner, but then Cooper Lagarde out of Meadville took it away. Comes free in the center of the ice to Eubanks. Eubanks going to go up the far side boards, but then lost control of it. Stolen away by his Carrick teammate, Rosinski. Darren Rosinski is shot on, and it trickles over to Sokolsky in the corner. Sokolsky then going to have it taken away by Nick France. Look out, the speedster France back the other way into the right circle to the cage, and where's the puck? It somehow got behind his Meadville teammate, Eddie Kaufman. Then a big check laid on Sokolsky in the middle of the left circle by France. Puck stolen away by Sokolsky. He takes it up ahead to Piacitelli. There's Dalton Piacitelli. One touch ahead to Cameron Drake. Drake splitting the D down the center of the ice. The shot on just misses as Burkhardt looked like he got a piece of it with the glove on the left hand.
Kind of surprised Drake didn't try to go backhand there. He had plenty of room. He could have been able to maneuver around.
Far side, Cagle. Can't quite control it. Comes free out to Zukowski from Osh. And finally taken back by France. Boy, he's been out here a lot in the early goings in this third period. Nick France, 26 goals on the year. Leads Meadville in goals, assists, and points. Has 4 shorthanded goals this year. Now, good shot on by Tyler Stewart. Boy, you feel like Tyler Stewart's going to get one by the end of this thing.
He has to.
He's had so many good looks at the net. There's Ryan Brown with it. Brown's had a great game. 3 assists for the forward from Connellsville. The only player with 3 points so far in this game. Ryan Brown. It's good to see a team of Connellsville that's kind of struggled this year at 5-9. Good feed in front. Piacitelli looking for Drake. He couldn't quite get to it. And Smith tried to take it away. Now it's going to trickle behind the cage. Smith still going after it.
Notice that the gold team's been shifting the lines up a little bit. Earlier out there we saw Cameron Drake with Steinley kind of shifting around a little bit, playing with some different guys.
Well, they nearly caught him in a change as Cody Pasilla brought it ahead. He just couldn't quite control it, and it's stolen away by Cagle. Then Brown got a stick to it. Now it's taken back by Pasilla. Pasilla working it down the goal line, dropped it back out, and Stewart takes it away.
See if Stewart's going to try to go coast to coast. I bet he does.
Here comes Stewart. Couldn't quite do it. Cut off by Cameron Pyle. And it's lobbed up ahead. Look out, as Max Hamilton was coming free. And then catching up to him is Bryce Schuler. And here's Brown. Brown back on it. Devin Brown towards the net. Good shot on, and a save made by Eddie Kaufman. Interesting, the goaltenders on both sides, teams from kind of similar areas outside of southwestern Pennsylvania, more towards the north, Kennedy Catholic and Meadville. I think that has the potential of a nice little rivalry should they stay in the same classifications over the years. Of course, Kennedy's coach, Steve Cavelli, here. Last year, I think I mentioned earlier, we talked to Steve on the PIHL Power Play show. We also talked to the team president as well of just how things came together for a Kennedy hockey team. There's a lot of interest in hockey in that area. Obviously, Youngstown not too far away. They have the Phantoms there, and there's some competitive hockey to be played in that area, and there's definitely some interest. And as you can see, Kennedy Catholic well represented here today. Coming down the lane was one of those Kennedy players. That's Cameron Pyle. Couldn't quite control it. Now Rosinski, the defenseman, steps back, and he'll bank it off the boards all the way into the attacking zone, where stepping back for it is Pyle. Kelly Tyndall couldn't quite get to it. Sokolsky then lost control.
Seems like the intensity's kind of faded away here. First several minutes of the third period, it seemed like the first two periods everybody was up and at 'em, ready to go. Go against their counterparts, go against teammates, and now everything's kind of settled down here, and it's kind of settled into what you've seen as almost a regular season game.
Pyle down the center, got a backhander off and couldn't connect. Yeah, you're right. It has been kind of a slower pace here in this period. Maybe that early wake-up call, the adrenaline wearing off just a tad.
It's getting to me a little bit, I can tell you that.
Here's Sokolsky. Sokolsky off to Zelanka. Zelanka walking down, got a shot on, went high, and save made. Now Zelanka going to spin out of it. He's going to go behind the net looking for Sokolsky. And it came over to Quentin Smith, right side. Rosinski shot on. Sokolsky in front had a piece of it. And then a rebound attempt went just wide by Quentin Smith. Now this one backhanded out towards center ice. Rosinski will go and track it down. Skating hard after it is Steve Kendrish. Kendrish from Greensburg Central Catholic. Side of the net, chance for Wes Scott, but right there is Kaufman to make the save. And then Barrett Hoffman will come free with it. Look out, could be an odd man rush here. Quentin Smith down the left side has Hoffman and Sokolsky with him. Dishes it right side looking for Sokolsky, but no one home. And Wes Scott will take it away. Could be a chance back the other way. Wes Scott ahead for Tyler Wolf. Wolf going to chase it down the corner, and that's going to be an icing call on the black team, so it'll come all the way back down to our left.
That was a really good job by Cooper Lagarde there defensively. Stayed in his lane, took away the passing lane. Sometimes you want to take the puck, but as long as everything's covered and you have the goalie, not hung out to dry, it works. And it worked out all right there for the black team.
This Alpha Complex, they've really turned this into quite a facility. This is the home of a number of teams. Pitt hockey plays here. Duquesne hockey plays here. Chatham, that's an NCAA D3 school, they play here as well. And the high school teams, Fox Chapel, Central Catholic, Shaler, and Hampton all play here as well. And the Steel City Renegades are here, and I believe there's at least another travel team that plays in this building, in this rink, in fact, as well. The Vengeance, that's who it is I was looking for. And the Vengeance play here as well. Here's a chance at the side of the net, and it goes in.
Whoops.
Oh, it might be Piasatelli that gets credit with the goal here. That one trickled through, I believe, his teammate in Carson Burkhardt. That's kind of unassuming. It just went right through the pads of the goaltender in Burkhardt and into the net, and it's 5-4, the goal team in the lead.
Well, in the way that Eddie Kaufman's been playing this season, that might be it.
Might hold up. So it comes with 9:29 left to go in the game, and now the goal team looking for another. Hickey in front of the net. Puck still free. It's behind Burkhardt. Scramble through the net mouth. The net is off the moorings.
I was waiting for the whistle
there. Blow it now, yeah. Another good chance right off the draw. We'll wait on the official call. After the game, we're going to go down to the locker rooms and get some interviews for the MSA Sports Center stages. It is Drake with the goal.
His second goal of the game. Assist to number 91.
Piasatelli.
And number 98, Ryan Marietta.
Ryan Marietta from Greensburg Central Catholic will get an assist. Good to see GCC represented on the score sheet. So Cameron Drake now with 2 goals and an assist. Only the second player with 3 points.
Sokolsky also has his 2 goals as well. Sokolsky doesn't have any assists, though, from what I can tell. No, he doesn't, so.
Nope, it's, Drake with the 2 goals and an assist. Sokolsky with 2 goals right now. A couple guys with a couple assists, including Piasatelli, who had one there. This one into the blocker of goaltender Carson Burkhardt down to our left. Now the Steel City Ice Renegades were playing earlier here at this rink. The young kids were playing. We had a chance to watch them. There's some skill out there on that ice. There's a big drive by Hoffman off the draw and a great glove save made by Carson Burkhardt.
Starting to heat up a little bit. Started off slow here in the third period, but after that goal, it's been kind of a little back and forth.
So taken away by Schuler. And then stolen. Down the right side, it's Riley Jones. Jones, 10 goals on the year, leading John Marshall. Ooh. Now Ryan Brown up ahead. Brown nearly got it on his stick, then he centered one, looking for Stewart. And it was deflected wide. Now a steal. France tried to drag it around his teammate Hoffman. He said, I've seen that move plenty of times. Brzezinski with it. Brzezinski got it around France. Look at the defenseman skating free. Oh, Darren Brzezinski here, then trying to toe drag around a man. Couldn't quite do it. Pyle was able to get a stick on it, and it comes out to Smith. Smith then plays right by him. Look out, coming down the ice. Stewart got open with Kaufman out of the net. France was trying to get to it. Boy, France, his eyes got big there. He saw Kaufman about 20 feet out of his net. Now Sokolsky left wing. Shot on. That one went wide. Brzezinski will chase it down in the corner. Turning play. And it's chopped up in the air and stolen. And now coming back with it is Cooper Lagarde. Stewart had it go off his blade. Then it's chopped back out towards center ice where Smith takes it. Now Smith with the steal. France stood up by Hoffman. Now it comes free to Stewart. Stewart got a shot off. Looked like that went off the glove of Hoffman. Left side, big shot by Lagarde and a save made by Hoffman. Boy, the Meadville players are starting to pepper their own goaltender here a little bit. Shots now 35-34 in favor of the black team, but the score is 5-4 in favor of the gold team.
I don't know how Lagarde's shot there got through. I thought it was going to hit something in traffic just the way that everybody's been standing in front of the net today. Either way, though, pretty solid save there by Kaufman.
Just under 7 minutes left. And a 1-goal game. Eubanks drops it up ahead. Now going back after it is Ryan Marietta.
Another cool thing about the All-Star game is you see everybody getting ready for the next game, hanging around, watching the other guys play.
Yeah. The Class A game will be next, followed in order by AA and AAA. Now on the near side, Eubanks will skate back after it. Going to get there first, though, is his teammate Cooper Lagarde. Banks around to Eubanks. The other good thing about the All-Star game is that everybody gets to play, even minutes.
Yeah.
You don't have a top line that's out there a ton. It's very free-flowing. Everybody switches up. Everybody changes. As this is a long pass out to Piasatelli. All Kennedy Catholic players coming back. Joining it was Sokolsky. Piasatelli tried to get it to him. And then Darren Smith Laid a check into him. Sokolsky gets it back. Sokolsky, a turning shot, still looking for the Hattie. And that one will be deflected to the corner. That was great. Darren Smith and Dalton Piazzatelli tied up. Laying into each other pretty good. Ref said play on. Good little move by Kelly. Tyndall going around a man. The backhander, though, is saved by Kaufman.
Oh, that was good. It could have been a costly check, too, because he got put on his wallet pretty good there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get back on defense.
The black team here in the period, 36 shots total. 10 in the period. Kaufman stopped all of them. So, we talk a lot about the guys that score points, but it's not out of possibility for a 3-star to be a goaltender should he have a good performance. And right now, Eddie Kaufman standing up to it, even though they only play a third of the game. Kaufman right now has been really important for this gold team's game right now as they lead by 1. We'll wait and see how that all plays out. Some very deserving guys. Scoring really spread out in this game, but a few guys with some good point totals here. Here's Drake trying to get his 4th point of the game, speaking of. Piazzatelli applying pressure, came by Brown, now to the near side, stolen by Scott. Scott for a moment nearly had Steve Kendrish on a 2-on-1, but a good play by Sipple to take it, then he overskates the puck. The defenseman, Travis Sipple, 13 points on the year, including 8 goals. Wes Scott takes it. Scott trying to get around Sipple to the net side of the cage, and it's going to be deflected wide as Brown was in there, a player from Ringgold. Devin Brown, 10 goals on the year for the Rams. 4.5 to play. Again, it's 5-4, the gold team in the lead. In front of the net, good chance. Brown was there again, as was Steve Kendrish. And then it's cleared back down the ice. Skating hard after it is Drake. Drake goes around Cagle. Drake still on it. Waiting, delaying, then dishes one on the backhand. And Steinle has it. Steinle, who had the game's opening goal, tried to center one up to the blue line, and it's stolen by Scott. Rosinski and Hoffman getting back. And spinning around is Jeff Millen, but he can't control. Then Cameron Drake still out there, kind of an extended shift for him. Banks went up the far side board for Piazzatelli, and Drake's going to have to get off. Here's Schuler. Schuler cross ice over to Wolf. Wolf, long pass up ahead, right onto the tape of Hamilton. Hamilton then drops it off to Pasilla. Pasilla turns and puts it through the slot looking for Hickey. Matt Hickey out of Elizabeth Ford nearly got to that one. Now here's Hoffman with it, and they're offside. And it's touched by Hamilton. Hamilton looks over.
He's like, what the heck was that? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're offside. Puck came
that
out
puck
of the
barely came out. It was probably about a good maybe 6 inches, if that.
Yeah. And one of the more interesting and fun to watch things for us is we're standing right here behind the benches, and so we get to see kind of all the, we'll call it communication that goes on, and the benches and the players mixing it up with one another.
I prefer shenanigans, but
yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I talked to when I talked to the gold team coaches, they said it was a really good room. Guys were really having fun as Hoffman will cover up down here, and again more extracurriculars between the Meadville players. The Meadville players are now starting to imitate the Carrick players here in the third period from Carrick's shenanigans, as Rob would say, in the second.
And Carrick's back at it again on a wing.
And became kind of like a comedy routine with the Carrick players. It was really funny to watch in the second period. Now Meadville mixed it up as well. Good little back pass to Wolf, and he goes high and scores, and we're even. Tyler Wolf. And they beat Kaufman, and it's a tie game with 2:55 to go. What a nice move by Wolf. And if you didn't know it, Jeff Millen, he's the one celebrating like he scored the goal, but I'm pretty sure that was Wolf, if I'm not mistaken, that scored it. Millen has his hands in the air like he just scored the cup winner.
He had the primary assist on it, too.
Yeah, he got an assist, I guess, against this goaltender, but we're even now at 5 with 2:55 to go. And again, we talked about the altered overtime rules for today. That is just 3 minutes away from happening, but Millen has other ideas. Nearly connected off the opening draw, or the draw there, and off the blocker. Now here's one crossed in front. Wolf back with it. He goes back to Millen. Millen, backhander, Kaufman on the doorstep. It goes in. I think Wolf might get this one as well.
He does.
I think he touched it last. Millen was in front, and just like that, the black team leads 6-5.
Millen's going to get the primary helper on it, too, because
I think Wolf touched that puck
Wolf
last.
was able to sneak it right inside that right post.
And if that's the case, that's the hat trick for Wolf. So we talked about Sokolsky maybe getting a hattie, and it's going to be Wolf instead.
In the span of, let's see here, 19 seconds, 29 seconds.
His coach is just staring at him.
That's all you can do at this point.
Matt Maurice, the Carrot coach, coming over and says, hey, calm down. We want to see this thing go to overtime. We're scoring so much.
So now,
that's great.
Goal team it's back against the wall a little bit here.
Absolutely. 6-5 now after a couple of goals by Tyler Wolf. We'll wait on the official call that second. The first one was definitely Wolf. It looks from our angle like a shot on. Kaufman with the save. Millen the assist.
Remaining in the third period. The sixth black goal. His third goal of the game. Scored by number 78, Tyler Wolf. And assist to number 16, Tyler Stewart. Time of goal 2:31 remaining in the third period.
Jamming play in front.
I believe that's Millen with the assist.
Yeah,
They announced Stewart. There's two different 16s, but Stewart was just on the ice. It's going to be on Millen with the primary helper.
Yeah, so we'll change that. For the sake of
our stats.
It's for the sake of an all-star game, it'll be we'll give Stewart an assist as well. There's an empty net down to our right with a minute and a half to go. They pulled Kaufman here. But Kaufman played so well, then all of a sudden, 2 goals just like that to Tyler Wolf, who has a hat trick now. The only player to do that in the game.
Well, fortunately for Kaufman, these don't count towards the regular season stats.
There's Zalanka in the corner. Again, empty net down to our right as the goal team looks to force overtime. Brzezinski a high shot. That one went wide. Sokolsky going to chase it down in the corner. Sokolsky then lost it, and it's chipped back out towards center ice. And Brzezinski going back after it. Again, 6-5, 1 minute to play here in period number 3. The black team on top of the gold team. Now this one banks up the near side, comes free to Drake. Drake down the left wing has Sokolsky going to the net, feeds it across, and it's off a skate and trickles over to the corner. Zalanka now back on it to Drake. 40 seconds to play. Zalanka trying to weave through traffic. Off to Sokolsky, who just misses on the short side. Now Hoffman with it. Hoffman winds up. That one hit a skate on the way through. Drake in the corner. 25 seconds to play. And it's going to come back out to Kelly Tyndall, who clears it all the way back down. And behind the net it goes. 18 seconds left.
Hit Hoffman skate, no icing.
14 seconds towards the empty net. A shot goes. That one's wide. 10 seconds to go. Now Hoffman with it. Maybe a chance for one last rush here. And it's tipped up ahead by Drake. Kept back out. 2 seconds to go. And that will do it. As Scott tries to hit an open net. It's going to be late, though, and 6-5 will be the final score. So the comeback complete by the black team in a terrific D2 All-Star game. 6-5 is the final. Final shots 40-36 in favor of the black team. And congratulations to both squads on just a terrific event here today. As the black team wins 6-5. We'll recap it all when we come back. We'll get you the 3 stars from the game as well. That's after these words when we get back here on the MSA Sports Network.
Wrestling is in full swing for yet another season, and inside of WPIHL Wrestling Circle is here to cover it every step of the way. But to bulk up our coverage, we had to bring in some help.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color for the town?
No, not that help. Instead, we turn to the Pennsylvania Wrestling Man of the Year.
I'm Jeff Upson of PA Power Wrestling. Each week we will break down the matches, the tournaments, and more to give you the most in-depth analysis of wrestling like you've never seen before.
Listen in to Inside of WPIHL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
Chatham University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is located on a stunning campus in the middle of a city of 70,000 college students. We offer challenging academics with over 40 majors, superb career preparation, and over 60 clubs and organizations. From the Literary Magazine and Drama Club to the League of Student Voters and pre-professional organizations. We also offer 16 Division III men's and women's sports, including men's ice hockey, starting in fall of 2017. For more information, visit chatham.edu/explore.
Back here on the postgame show here on the MSA Sports Network in this D2 All-Star game. The final score 6-5 in favor of Team Black as they get the victory over the gold team here today. A great showing this afternoon from a number of players. We'll have the 3 stars for you in just a moment. As the final shots in the game, 40-36 in favor of the Black team. By period, the goals for the Black team, 1 goal, then 3, then 2, giving them a total of 6 in the game, 2, 2, and 1 for the gold team. And now that takes us to the 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Chatham University here at their home rink. The 3 stars, if Rob, you want to bring them to us?
Sure, we'll start off with the Black squad, Ryan Brown.
And 3 assists in the game.
Our number 2 star, Cameron Drake, for the gold team out of Central Valley.
2 goals and an assist for Cameron Drake.
And our number 1 star, I don't think it's much of a question, Tyler Brown with the Tyler Wolf, excuse me, from the Black team with the hat trick out of Carrick. I think he had an assist in there as well, did he?
I only had him
no, he did
with
not.
The 3 goals.
Yes.
So, yeah, the 3 goals for Tyler Wolf, and he comes away with that. Looking at other guys that had points, Cameron Pyle an assist, Jeff Millen with a couple helpers, Tyler Stewart with an assist, Isaac Eubanks with an assist, Wesley Scott a pair of goals. He was in contention as well for one of the 3 stars. Darren Smith with a goal, Ryan Brown the 3 assists, Tyler Wolf the 3 goals. And on the other side, it was Cameron Drake 2 goals and an assist, Quentin Smith the helper, Sean Steinley a goal and an assist, Jacob Sokolsky the 2 goals, Dylan Zalanka with an assist, and Dalton Piastatelli with 2 assists, Ryan Marietta with an assist as well in the game. The goaltenders in this one, fine performances. Andrew Burkett, 8 saves on 10 shots. Nate Norkovicus, 14 saves on 16 shots. And let's see, in that final period, the Black team with 12 shots on goal and 3. So Eddie Kaufman with 10 saves on 12 shots. And Carson Burkhardt on the other side, as it was 10 shots. He made 9 saves on 10 shots for the Black team as they come away with a victory, and that's the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary. You want to get us a scoring from this one, Rob?
Hey, basically recap most of it. If you want to go score by period, it was 2-1 after the first period in favor of the gold team. Wes Scott got the Black team on the board first. Sean Steinley then scored for the gold team. Jake Sokolsky then added one about 2 minutes later, 2-1 after 17 minutes of play. And then in the second period, Cameron Drake from the gold team extended that lead to 3-1. Steinley and Zalanka got the helpers there. Sokolsky picked up his second tally just 11 seconds later unassisted. So it's 4-2 with the gold team after 2 periods of play. It seemed like the gold team was going to win this one comfortably. And then the Black team comes storming back with Darren Smith and Scott picking up another goal. And then right before the horn, Tyler Wolf scored his second goal, or his first goal, I should say, as well. So then it was all knotted going 4-4 into the locker room. And then the third period, Cameron Drake scored 9:28 to go. Thought it would have held up with the way that Eddie Kaufman was playing in net from Meadville on the gold team. And then on the other side for the Black team, Wolf scores twice in the span of about 29 seconds. So that's your scoring summary, of course, brought to you by Mount Lebanon Ice Arena.
All right, and that'll do it for us. We are going to take a break, and then we'll turn it over to the single A All-Star game Steve Nagler and Chris Lackner will have that one for you. We'll have video coverage of that here on the MSA Sports Network as well. Great afternoon here from the PIHL, a terrific event. We'll have it all day for you here on the network. Thanks so much to Scott Majeski for working the camera for us today. For Rob Longo, I'm Josh Rowntree saying good afternoon from the Alpha Complex. The final score, Team Black wins the D2 All-Star Game 6-5 over Team Gold here on the MSA Sports Network.
You have been listening to the PIHL on MSA. High school hockey at MSAsports.net has been sponsored in part by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by Chatham University, by First Commonwealth Bank, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Officially Sports, by Progress, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by Monticello's Italian Restaurant, and by Management Science Associates. You can follow the high school hockey season all year long, every day, by logging on to www.msasports.net. The preceding has been a special presentation of the Management Science Associates Sports Network.
MSA Sports. Your broadcast has been ended.